L'histoire d'Avi m'intéressait parce qu'elle est celle d'un garçon qui s'est éloigné du milieu juif orthodoxe dans lequel il a été élevé. Avi m'a reçu dans son appartement en compagnie de son colocataire Omer, qui n'a pas résisté à la tentation de participer à l'entretien.
I'm Avi.
Omer, 28, a master's degree in the University of Jerusalem, International Relations. I was born in the Galilee, in a little village named Manot. I moved to Jerusalem last year in order to complete my master here in the university.
I born in Jerusalem, and I stayed here, and I will stay here. And I born religious, ultra religious actually, ultra orthodox, and I became scholar like a year ago. It doesn't matter if there is God or not, as long as I've been born there and raised in the way, in their way. I'm not doing any choices in my life. All the choices I made are in the box, and my only chance of doing something is to get out of the box. It doesn't matter if the box is right or wrong. It's not my choice. And my family is good with whatever I'm doing. And I'm there every Friday evening. And most of the people who decided to leave their religion, rejected by their family, and it's like they are like dead for them. I think it's popular to for a guy that walks out of the religion to lie to his family. It takes a lot of time and a lot of bravery or courage to face them.
Chapitre 1 – L'enfance.
I had what you describe troubled childhood. My parents divorced when I was 12, and was a nasty divorce because my father still loves my mother, and my father is mani depressed. I was in 8 schools till the 8th grade.
Pastoralic, like those villages in France that, you know, far away from any civilization, and it was in the Galilee, and I didn't know much. And then I moved to Haifa when I was 13, as I learned in drama school, in art school. And then I went to a military school. It's in Ayam. It's a Navy school. And then I went to the army.
Chapitre 2 – La mort d'Yitzhak Rabin.
When Yitzhak Rabin was murdered, I was in Haifa. I went to art school then. And I remember that when I came to school, I went to bed early that night. So I didn't manage to see the murder. But the early morning I wake up and went to school, and I heard people that talking about 3 bullets. In Hebrew, bullets is like football. It's the same name. So I thought they was talking about the game last night, and I don't know shit about the soccer, so you know, I didn't relate it. So when I get to school, I saw everybody crying and stuff, and you know, television and radio was there. So I was asking everybody, what the fuck, what's wrong? And said Rabin was murdered by 3 bullets yesterday night. So
I don't remember the day. I don't know what age I was that day. And so someone was killed. He never was.
Yeah, but he was religious, so
no.
He knew what his parents want him to know, so it wasn't important for them.
No. They didn't intentionally prevented me this knowledge or any knowledge.
Chapitre 3 – Jérusalem.
I hate the city. Really, I hate it. I moved here just because it's the best university in the country and the best faculty. I hate the city. I hate it. It's loud and there's so much pollution in so many ways. It's sounded pollution and air pollution and nerve pollution. These make me crazy. I live in the center, and there is always noise, and it's always stuck. And I'm originally from Haifa, and when I go back now, I think that I enter a city of plastic because it's so light and the people smiling and people never horn their cars, and you know it's.
I'm with him. Haifa is better. Yeah.
Okay, here you cannot speak with someone that does not belong to your, part or issue or identity.
Sector.
Okay, since I moved here, I speak for I don't know maybe 5 times with religious Jews. Actually, spoke to them, or Arab for that matter. In Haifa, it's way more pluralistic and acceptness. I don't know why. Because of Haifa is not holy to no one, so except maybe for the Bahaim.
Chapitre 4. La religion.
I have a big problem with the religious authorities in Israel. As for now, I'm 28 and I have a girlfriend for 4 years, and I'm not getting married with her because I don't want to go through the Rabbanut, okay, the administration. I just don't. So until I will have enough money to go to Cyprus and marry there, it seems like I'm not going to be one. So I saw it what it done to my parents, and thank you very much. I will rather not. and it started with that, and it continues with everything that goes on here on a religious purpose. So it's angry me that when I go to buses, I see a girl that goes in the back and boy that goes in the front. Okay, and I deliberately go and sit in the back. Okay, just to piss them off. And I don't know, I don't like them very much. But the demographic situation may be problematic because while woman, unreligious woman in Israel is bringing 2, maybe 3 kids, okay? They're bringing like 7 or 6 in a week.
Okay.
I asked yesterday, I saw a program on the TV with a rabbi which pissed me off. So I was starting to go and ask religious people, how can I deny my Judaism? Okay? No, really, how can I deny it? And they said you cannot deny that, you were born like that and you will forever will be Jewish. Because I really want to get married, but I don't want to do it through the authority.
Okay. I'm Jewish because I'm born Jewish. Yep. And I know in myself, I'm very honest with myself. And I know that if I was born a Muslim or a Christian or anything else, I was as much as in love with my ancestors. I was.
Yes.
I would have
Yes.
that.
Levi Strauss said that the brains of the human man is like a computer, and it's the same computer, but the software is different.
Chapitre 5. L'armée.
I went there and I told the psychiatrist that I was in 8 schools and I have an ODD, and I was released. Yeah, they didn't want me over there.
In the army, I was a paratroop soldier, combat fighter. I think that this was the main event of my life, the army, the period of the army, the 3 years. My political agenda was changed, and my perception of the world changed. I tell you why it changed me. When I went there, okay, and I had to deal with those people and I had to deal with those places, I learned that it really doesn't matter who is right or who is wrong and how we can do the thing otherwise. I do believe that Israel doing her best in order to compensate the security situation, because when I went in my service to Shechem, okay, it because earlier this day my hotel park was exploded and 50 people were dead. Okay, it's not because we want to harm them. We just wanted to stop. Okay, and we have done our mistakes in '67 and the occupation. We did, but we cannot relate to them if they're exploding places. And if they're exploding places, we have to go in and we have to stay there and we have to occupy this territory again. Okay, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to be there. I promise you. Every time that I went these places, I just want them to live in peace. I don't know. This is a multilateral system and it's a dualistic situation, and there's no right and wrong. It's just cause and effect. Okay, the Palestinians blow something, we have to get in. We get in, we cannot make peace. We cannot make peace. We rule the territory. We rule the territory. The Palestinians suffer. Okay, so cause and effect. It have to be stopped, and that's it. The checkpoint, it's like the devil base, okay? Emotionally, the devil base, because whoever and wherever you came to the checkpoint, you're having some kind of identity change, okay? And it's including the Arabs and it's including the soldiers, because no one wants to be there, okay? And if we thought that our place was ours by God, and I don't know, and we go into the territory because we have to do that. So we may have, if that was the situation, we may have some kind of allegiance to the cause, but we don't have allegiance to the cause because we're there because we want to protect our cities. Okay, we don't give a crap about Shechem. We don't want to be there because we are believing that the territory is ours. We're there because we don't want them to get in and explode things. So naturally the soldier become bitter, and yeah, when people is bitter, sometimes the devil came out, you see. And we're soldier of defense, is Israel Defense Army, okay? We don't want to look, there's a reason that they sent 18 years old boys to the army, okay? They learn stuff, and of course it sometimes contradict my morality and sometimes but you always try to do it at the best.
Chapitre 6, Gaza.
The war was acted like this, okay? The Palestinian was shooting small missiles all the time, okay? That most of the time miss their places, and if they miss, they don't do a lot of harm, but they killed a lot of people, okay? And what the Europeans saw, okay, is the picture of Gaza from the outside being blasted away, okay? And in the other side, they saw a village, a small village with people, with not a lot of damage, but the damage was a lot worse than what it was showed on TV, because people was always live in fear. Okay, they was all live in fear. They would go to the shelters every time the bombs, and if they came to their house, it lived a small destruction, but a lot of killing. Okay, so it wasn't showed as serious as it was. Now the Europeans see the Gaza blasted. They see this pastoralic village, and they say, hey, why are they going to war about? Nothing happened in here. Okay, but it was not true. The frightening of the Sderot people is equivalent to the Gaza Strip people. Equivalent totally.
Chapitre 7, les Palestiniens.
I think we don't know nothing about Palestinians. Yeah, we can mercy them, we can be angry at them, we can... but it's all because you don't understand them.
The Palestinian people are victims of a war that goes beyond their heads, okay? When the Hamas took the government in Gaza Strip, he enrolled a regime of terror. Okay, no one can say nothing about against the government. You cannot, like dark regimes that we know.
Chapitre 8. L'avenir.
The extremists will weaken, and eventually we will live peacefully.
I tell you what I'm afraid of. The EU was established in the first place as an agreement between France and Germany about the coal and steel. And 50 years later, the EU was, what it is today. And what I'm afraid of is that we're going to need the World War I and World War II before we could bring ourselves to the knowledge that you have. So there is possible that could be a peace here. So because if Germany and France could do that after 50 million dead on each side, okay, so Israel and the Palestinians could do the job. But what is going to require first? This is the question, and it's a very frightening question because it proved itself that it could be a real big catastrophe.
You in your words, you just acknowledge the Palestinians as a country, as a state, and when they will realize that they are a state and they should act like a state, it will come true. But it's far from there. They are not acknowledging their state. Actually, they are not acting like state. If they were acting like states, it was right. They don't. They fight in a guerrilla. States don't do this.